Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a typical workday in my life video. And if you've been with me for a while, you know my routine. Just working on getting my hot tea together with my morning collagen, opening the blinds, getting my area set up to do some reading. I'm going to spend a bit of time just relaxing before I head off to work. Good morning and happy mid-November. Right now it's like the Friday before Thanksgiving. Here in Tampa, it is 49 degrees right now. It's 7:30 in the morning. 49 degrees. That's way too cold for us Floridians down here. Yeah, I did open the patio door, but I had to turn around and close it. It's open just a crack right now. I just want to let some fresh air in. You know how it is when your house has been closed up for a while. It gets stuffy and stale smelling, and so I wanted to just let a little fresh air in. Right now, the inside of the house is down to 73 degrees. We keep our air conditioning set at 77, so it's definitely cold in here. This is going to be going on my body here in a minute. So, routine in the morning has not changed. I'm the only one up right now. So I have my tea, and you saw me pick up my, I can't do this with a tripod holding it, my reading. So again, it's my daily devotional and Bible, and then the book I'm currently reading is an older book of mine. I read it years ago. I've had people borrow it and read it. It's a really good book. A super easy read, and it's The Body Book by Cameron Diaz, and she wrote a second one, a follow-up to this one, called The Longevity Book. So Body Book is educational, but she does have some humor in there. I mean, if you've watched her movies, you know she's a funny girl, and she cares a lot about taking care of her body, which most people in Hollywood do. But she's not one of these wingnut actresses either. So I like her. I like her style of writing. And what she writes in the book is based on research. I think she uses like 15 to 20 different doctors, fitness coaches, nutritionists. She uses psychologists in there at all. Can't remember. But anyway, that's where she's getting a lot of her information from. She's gathered it from well-known and doctors and people that are very experienced in their field. And the book itself, besides educating you on the various systems and functions in your body, as far as like I can't think this morning. Can you tell I haven't drank my tea yet? Brain fog. Different functions of your body in like your blood, your muscles, what vitamins and nutrients do. She also goes into fitness as well as mind-body connection, so health of the mind too. So like I said, it's been a couple years since I read that one. I am rereading it, and as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to pick up her other one. I mean, I have it. I'm just going to pick it up off the shelf and read it, The Longevity Book, which is about how you can take care of your body to live to a nice older age. So it's my current reading material. So I just thought I'd pop on here and give you a day of my life and a life update. Not much has changed as far as a grand scale. No real changes. We're just plugging away, day-to-day grind. Mike's schedule has changed again. So we no longer carpool. So he now is 2 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. I'm still 12 noon to 8:30 p.m. So we're still on the second shift together, but not able to carpool to work anymore. And I leave 2 hours before him. He gets home 2 hours after me. So it's a struggle. It's a struggle not being able to be together as much as we'd like to be. Neither one of us are content and happy with our current employment situation. So, believe it or not, I am looking to leave my career with the federal government. It's getting harder and harder to do this job. Not the job itself, but to deal with the low morale that comes with this job. It's one thing if you're paid a certain amount of money. You can swallow the job and the tasks you have to do easier if you're being compensated accordingly. But if you're not aware, the officers that work for the Transportation Security Administration, TSA, all your airports, we are the lowest paid agency in the federal government. I could go so many other places and make more money and probably have a much better schedule. Because as you know, I have a shift bid regularly. My days of the week off change regularly. It's like you can't plan your life. When you take this job, you're giving up a lot. But I believe in what we do. That's the hard part. I believe in what I do. I like what I do. I love the people I work with. But none of us are being compensated accordingly. And then add on to that the traveling public and how difficult they are to deal with. And you'll understand my frustration a little better. Dealing with the public, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people in an 8-hour shift. It takes its toll, especially when you're dealing with, I'm trying not to be judgmental, but a lot of people nowadays have a sense of entitlement that they don't have to follow the rules, that they can disrespect us. We've had officers that have been spit on. We've had officers that have been assaulted, which that comes with a $14,000 fine, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. I have not been personally. I did get peed on last week. It was when Mike and I were still carpooling, and he was my very first passenger of the day. And they alarmed through the body scanner because they had peed themselves. And I'm not talking an elderly person. I'm a little bit forgiving when it comes to the elderly because there are a lot of things that just happen as you get older. I get it. But this person was in their 20s. So I had to do a pat down in the groin area, and I had pee all over my gloves, and there's a line of people, just a swarm of people, and I'm dealing with this. And I'll be honest, if I would have had my car, I would have left. But because I was dropped off, I stayed. I wouldn't have quit. I just would have walked out for the day. My very first passenger, and I got to do a groin pat down with pee all over me. If I'd have had long sleeves on, I'd had pee on my shirt. It's just getting harder and harder to stomach this for what we're being paid and to deal with the hours that we have to work. And now the holidays are coming up, and we've already been warned that there will be mandatory overtime. So, what am I doing about it? I'm actively looking. I am actively looking for something else with a better schedule and better pay. And we also are struggling with where we work on the side of town that we drive to compared to where we live and where we know we're always going to live. The airport's over on the west side of Tampa, near the bay, and the traffic is a nightmare. If you've watched me for years, you know when we lived down here before, we dealt with the traffic. And we know that when we settle down here, we're settling someplace more away from the city, probably east, northeast of here, more toward the countrysides of Florida. And we need to get our jobs over here then too, which will definitely help. So, again, currently looking for new employment, so I'll keep you posted on that, which is sad because I really do enjoy what I do. But the schedule and what I'm dealing with and the crappy money we make is tough. It's tough, and I'm not getting any younger, and I only have so many working years left, and I need to make as much money as I can, but at the same time still have the ability to enjoy my life. The holidays are coming up. I'll be working every holiday. I moved down here to be with my kids, and knowing Christmas Day, everyone's going to have off but me, it sucks. So hopefully I can get that rectified before Christmas. We'll see. But that's the only real change I think that's happening right now. Mike's going to keep his current job until I get settled, and then he's going to start looking for something more, hopefully better pay, over in the area where we currently live and where we intend to stay living. So that's about it. Caitlin's wedding is coming along. We picked a caterer. The dress is bought. The venue's taken care of. Now she's trying to decide on colors for the bridesmaids' dresses. So you know how it is when you plan a wedding and you're the mother, you're the bride's family. A lot more involved than the groom's family gets. So we're right on track with wedding planning. Tia is changing jobs, my youngest daughter, for better pay, better hours, and a promotion within her industry. Everything with the kids is going very well. So I'm going to quit yapping for the time being and do my reading and drink my tea, and then we'll get up and get moving. So if you haven't figured it out already, I am making a pan of enchiladas for breakfast. Yes, we still eat the crazy schedule where we eat dinner for breakfast. So again, this is just a super simple enchilada recipe with some low-carb tortillas, organic ground beef, red enchilada sauce, and some shredded Mexican-style cheese. And I'm just going to serve this with a side of green beans that I just sauteed up in a pan with some butter, salt, pepper, and garlic. This was so freaking good and so easy. Time for my first break with a Starbucks strawberry acai refresher and a coconut almond bar. And it's lunchtime now, so I'm having a yogurt with some granola and still working on my Starbucks drink from earlier. Last break is gluten-free pretzels with some black velvet cashew butter from American Dream Nut Butter. And here's my view. This is too cold, Florida. And of course, I can never go straight home. Target pickup order.
Goodness. Oh my goodness.
Are you happy?
Oh my goodness.
Just a tiny little pickup order. Got some more core bars from Mike. They're still 40% off. Needed snack bags and paper bowls. Picked up the Christmas Story and 2 of the Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface cleaners in peppermint. Now it's time to empty the dishwasher. Time for a nice relaxing bath. So I'm going to soak my old legs in some Epsom salts with coconut oil in them. And while I'm in the tub, I will have a face mask on. This is the Skin Polish by Life. Love this stuff. And now Mike and I are going to spend the rest of our evening just relaxing. We'll watch an episode of The Sopranos. You figure it is after 11 o'clock already, so it's soon bedtime. Thanks for hanging out. See you soon.